Yo, what's going on, you daft delibirds? Today we're playing some games with a fossil Aerodactyl deck. This is definitely the most consistent fossil deck I've played with so far. And compared to the power level of some of the more inconsistent ones, this one is definitely outranks them by far. Out of all the fossil decks I've played so far, this is definitely the best fossil deck I've played with. Our only main attacker in the deck is the Aerodactyl. We can attack with Mew or Ninetales or Salazzle if we want to / have to, but generally we're just going to be looking to use 5 to 6 Aerodactyls with the Fossil Fangs to attack on turn 2 with, and then kind of attack every turn from there on out to close out the game. We do have the Ninetales in here, so we can kind of chase stuff that our opponent tries to run away with. Generally tag teams, we'll hit them once and they'll be like, well, I don't want you to just knock this out for free, so I'm going to move it to the bench, never bring it back up again. So we do have a 1/1 Ninetales in here to bring that back up there if we should need to. Have the Ditto that can act as a second Vulpix as well. But yeah, basically just built around trying to get turn 2 Aerodactyl. We got 3 maps for fossils, 2 Lure Ball to get back Aerodactyls. Sometimes we need to get back a Ninetales or a Salazzle, but generally they're just going to be used to get back Aerodactyls. And then, yeah, it's the Welder build. We do have triples in here as well, though, so we can just start attacking turn 2 with a triple acceleration with the Fossil Fangs. If we get the Welder, we'll probably do that, so we can draw some cards alongside it as well. So yeah, it is a Welder deck. We have Jirachi in there for a little bit more consistency on that front as well. So that's it. I don't have anything else more to say about the list. Let's go ahead and get into some games and see how it runs. Against Lost March here. Man, I have no idea how this one's gonna go. It's definitely, if we can attack every turn from turn 1 on, we'll be in a pretty good spot. But we have to get to that point first. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be curious to see how this one actually goes. Depends how many other non-Jumpluff attackers they do play. We see they do play Natu, so they definitely have plans to attack with Natu probably at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna be pretty curious to see how this one goes. It's unfortunate they didn't open the Natu instead of the Emolga, because then we could have just sat here and Psy-powered the Natu over 2 turns, which would have been nice. But if not, now it looks like we're gonna have to go into like a prize race situation, and it'll kind of come down to if we can keep attacking with Aerodactyl every single turn, and then if our opponent can come up with enough non-Jumpluff attackers to stay in the game. Because that's going to be the big thing here, is because if they can only attack with Jumpluffs to take one-shots, they'll eventually run out of Jumpluffs, and our Aerodactyl will live for like 2 turns and get us ahead in the prize exchange. As long as we're able to attack from like turn 2 on with Aerodactyl. With the current hand, definitely possible, but we need to get there. No fossils yet. Still plenty in the deck, I'm sure. Ditto's another option for us. We have a turn 2 Salazzle almost ready to go. There's a Fire Energy, so it looks like it's probably Welder... Welder Lost March. I've not seen this before. This is the first time I'm seeing this. Looks like it's probably Welder Lost March, though. There's a Dedenne. We can also take advantage of that to get ahead in the prize exchange at the end of the game, actually. To use Ninetales to bring that up and knock it out. But there's a Rainbow Energy as well, so I have no idea what's going on in our opponent's deck. They got Rainbow Energy, they got Fire Energy. So seeing the Fire Energy, I initially assume Welder Lost March. But now seeing the Rainbow Energy, I have no idea. Yeah, I kind of have no clue as to what our opponent's playing. They may be also playing like beasts in there as well. All right, we're just going to open up with the Welder to the Mew here. I think we're just going to go ahead and put 1 there, though. 1, 2, 3. Not a great follow-up, but we could attack with Salazzle on our second turn, actually, with the Combust. And we can actually set up these guys with 10 each, so even if they set up a Jumpluff, we can still knock it out with the turn 2 Combust. So I think that has to be our game plan at this point, is to go for that turn 2 Combust. It's not great. Not pretty, but yeah, I think that has to be the game plan, is the turn 2 Combust to keep us in the prize trade. So we're gonna go with the Psy Power here. We're gonna put 10 here, 10 here, and then 10 on this Natu. If they whiff the knockout on the Mew somehow, then we can kind of just knock out the Natu with the Psy Power on the following turn. But if not, it's gonna have to be the Combust on our next turn to keep us in the prize exchange. Not pretty, but better give ourselves a chance than not, and it definitely does that. We'll have the Roast Reveal to draw some cards, hopefully looking to setting up another Salandit on our next turn to get into another Salazzle, a Draw Supporter, a Jirachi, anything. Especially something to put the Escape Board on would be nice. Escape Board for Jirachi would be great. There's the first Skip Bloom, but yeah, they need another energy, so we'll see. I guess they could be playing Rainbows, Welders, and maybe a Grass or 2. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see what else they got going on in here. If they play the Rainbows, that makes me think they probably play Ultra Beasts of some sort, to give themselves some other big swing turns where they can just be like knock out with like a Sledgehammer, using the Alago, something like that. So I would currently be assuming that they play something like that. Of course, maybe not. Could be wrong. We'll see. But yeah, that's what that would be my guess. That'd be my guess, that's for sure. But we'll see here. Nothing yet. Yeah, there is the welder. So it is welder Lost March. Super interesting. So they are going to be knocking us out with that Natu this turn for sure. The welder Lost March. And they should be able to keep up with the prize exchange with this build of Lost March. So we're probably going to have to look to chase down that Dedenne at some point to get back ahead in the prize exchange. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the damage leaves them when they jump left leaves. So I was thinking I could knock it out with the combust, but no, the damage leaves. Jump lefts are fresh. So not what's going to happen potentially. Could have potentially happened with combustion here. We are going to be able to combustion the Natu though and get ourselves that prize. Yeah, I forgot that the damage got healed off. But yeah, we're just going to commit immediately to the Salazzle. I think it has to be our way to go here. There's a fossil, a little late, but better late than never. I'm going to start with the Roast Reveal here on this energy. Hopefully draw... there's a lot of things we'd want to draw here. A Lily is pretty good though. Throw this down. Let's see. Calm away. Aerodactyl. I think I want to get the Jirachi. I want to get the Jirachi or the Salandit here. Salandit into Salazzle. We have 3 comms left. I guess I kind of want the Salazzle access a little bit more. We're more likely to draw into a Jirachi. Let's go with the Salandit here. Oh, but then I don't have the escape board. I don't have anywhere to put the escape board. I can just throw that on the Vulpix right now then. We might just attack next turn with the Salazzle anyways. It's fine, Lily. There is a Jirachi, so we have the option of that now as well. The rest of the hand, not great though, and actually no follow-up. So we might have to send up the Jirachi here anyways, and then hope to get our last escape board, which is definitely not ideal. Could thin out the deck here a little bit with this Hearth though. Especially because top decking a Lily at this point isn't going to be that great, so we may as well fully thin out this. Yeah, maybe I should have just gone for the Jirachi because I had the escape. I kind of forgot I had the escape board in my hand as well. So definitely a slight misstep there from me. Hopefully this prize can bail us out. A triple acceleration energy, another Jirachi, not great, but yeah, we can go with the Stellar Wish into our next turn. Look for we're gonna need to get that last escape board that we have in the deck. I think there's one left. At some point we're gonna need it, but we're probably gonna look to find a welder here. Communication into another Salazzle to draw cards would also be good. Yeah, we didn't get going too aggressively in this game so far, and we definitely need to turn that around and start picking it up, or we're definitely gonna fall way too far behind here in just a little bit and not gonna be able to keep up at some point. So yeah, we know what we're looking for. We know what we need. There is another Labs from our opponent, so we're gonna need a Hearth alongside that escape board that we will need as well. So we need a Hearth and an escape board here to give ourselves a chance to get a knockout on this upcoming turn. And not all is lost if we do whiff it. They might still struggle to find energy here to close out the game at some point, and then that's when we can kind of make our comeback. There is the Lost March on the Salazzle, unfortunately. But yeah, it's possible we actually just get everything here and everything turns out fine. We'll see. What's our top deck? Fossil, that's not bad. Stellar Wish. Oof. I think it has to be the Cynthia here. So yeah, grab Cynthia, put the Fossil down, put Jirachi down, evolve to Aerodactyl, and then play the Cynthia. I'm not going to attach an energy yet because we still could get Stadium, Escape Board, Triple. Stadium, no Escape Board, no Triple. All right. Did get the Stadium. Gonna go with, how many fire are in here? 4. All right, I'm gonna calm away this guy, get ourselves the Salazzle. Salazzle, we could still get there. The escape board's in here, triple acceleration energy are in here. It is a little bit to ask for, but still very possible. Fire Crystal, get 3. I'm gonna Hearth one of them away, get 2 more out of the deck, and then we will Roast Reveal and see what we can't come up with on those 3 cards. We could get the triple and the, what's it called? We definitely have to get a little bit lucky, I was gonna say. We definitely have to get a little bit lucky, but it's still possible, so may as well play into it. Roast Reveal here. Looking for escape board triple. Not this time. There is the escape board, so we're just missing the triple acceleration energy. So close there at the end. Unfortunate. All right. Yeah, wow. We actually got really close there at the end. May as well attach and use our other Stellar Wish here. Let's see. Calm, I think, is probably the best thing to grab here. And then we'll attach to one of these, or we'll attach to the Aerodactyl and pass. We're going to fall one prize further behind, unfortunately. So we're going to need our opponent to miss a knockout here at one point to be able to have a chance to come back in this one. So that's going to be our... that's what we have to play for now, is our opponent whiffing a knockout. Just kind of whiffing energy, I think, is going to have to be the thing they whiff. I mean, it looks like they maybe only play 4 Rainbow, and then a lot of fire with Welders for the Natsus, so they just whiff Rainbow at some point when they need it. Oh, they play Grass as well. They play all kinds of energy in here. But yeah, if they whiff at some point, I mean, currently, are they even one-shotting an Aerodactyl? Currently, they're actually not even one-shotting an Aerodactyl, but if they do get a Skiploom here on this Elm, that will make up for that. So they'll have the knockout on the following turn. So we're just one turn short here, unfortunately. One turn behind our opponent. We could have made the comeback eventually by chasing the Dedenne. So now we have to hope they whiff an energy, and then we chase the Dedenne to close it out. But it's not looking great, as our opponent also already has a Grass set up on that Jumpluff on the bench. And they're thinning out their deck pretty well here so far. But yeah, that's our game plan. We have to hope they whiff. After this Grass on this Jumpluff goes down, we have to hope they whiff a Grass on the next Jumpluff. If they don't do that, we have to hope they whiff the Grass on the next Jumpluff. And if they whiff that, that's when we make our comeback. Knock out 3 Jumpluffs, whiff an attack, and then we go knockout to Dene to close out the game. That's our game plan. It does require our opponent whiffing, which is never feels nice to be like, well, we need our opponent to whiff here for us to win. But if that is that's what you need, and that's what we got to play into, and that's what we're playing for here at this point. Lost Splendor, get themselves another card. It's fine, and then yeah, now they have way more than enough to one-shot Aerodactyl. So Aerodactyls, even Aerodactyl's HP is not going to be a big deal for them anymore. He'll be getting cleaned up as well with each attack here from our opponent, if they ever go. They got the Lost March. There's another fire. It is unfortunate that we gave them access to the Giant Hearth, I guess. Would have been nice if we hadn't given them access to Giant Hearth. There is the knockout. All right, and they did remove our Giant Hearth with another Lysander Lab, so they're teched out pretty heavily to try and beat, what's it called here, it looks like, the Malamar matchup, which is definitely a bad matchup for them. 100% a bad matchup for them. All right, like I said, Fossil Fangs, we just got to keep swinging, hope our opponent whiffs at some point. We don't have a Fossil in here, I don't think. We don't. Definitely going to Roast Reveal here. Need to see some more cards than what we're currently seeing. There's a triple. So we're definitely going to try and use that triple next turn on this guy. And yeah, Fossil Fangs knockout. They do have the response with the first Jumpluff. And then it comes down to they have the response with the next Jumpluff. And if they have that, they have the response with the Jumpluff after that. If they ever break at any point and don't have a response, that's when we can potentially come back in the game and win it. So we need them to have like one turn of whiffing a knockout. And that's where we can make our comeback. There's another energy into play, though. If they get down a third energy, there's no possible way for us to come back. But if they don't get there, then it is possible for us to make a comeback. So that's what we're playing for here. We're playing for them to whiff that third energy on a Jumpluff, or like 2 fire on the Natu or something like that. This is a very interesting list from our opponent, though. I actually kind of like it. The Copycats, I'm not too sure about, but it's working out really well against our deck, because our deck builds up really big hands and kind of holds on to them for a while. Our hands don't go anywhere. They get up really big, and then they just kind of stick there. And we were 1 card away early on in the early game. We got the Escape Board, but we whiffed the triple acceleration energy. And then from there, we just haven't been able to recover, unfortunately, and get back into it as cleanly as we'd like. And yeah, now we're in a little bit of a rough spot, like I've been saying. But still possible, still possible. Still going to keep playing like we can make the comeback. See if our opponent ever drops an energy attachment. And that's going to be our go time. 2 Welder left, plenty of triple accelerations. We should be able to attack every turn from here on out. No problem. That's going to be no problem from us. Even if this hits like a Welder or something. If this one didn't hit anything, I doubt this thing's hitting anything, so yeah. Whiff and whiff. There's a netball, but they're thinning out their deck, making it as likely as possible for them to hit what they need to close out the game here. The last thing I could potentially do would be to just Ninetale something up and hope it gets stuck, but I bet they always have enough energy to get out of that. Second to Dene comes down. Oh, wait. Second to Dene. Hold on now. Now we can go chase to Dene, chase to Dene. All right, things have changed. Definitely a misstep by our opponent giving us an opportunity here. We can actually chase to Dene into chase to Dene with our Ninetales. As long as they don't double custom knock out our Vulpix, which, you know what? I don't think they play custom catchers. I made this mistake myself the other day. Oh no, a reset stamp. All right, still possible though. We still have a way out. All right, there's Welder. I think we want to Lily and try and use a triple this turn. We have 4 triples left, and we need to save fire energy to try and use for our Ninetales. So I don't really want to use the fire crystal energy on that. Reset stamp is a little bit annoying, but I think we can actually pull this one off now. So we're gonna go with the Lily into the Roast Reveal, and then we also need to find the Ninetales. But we have a lot of what's it called left. I'm gonna use this. Discard pile. I think from our deck is what we want here. Yeah, we're gonna take one from the deck, thin out the deck by another card. Fossil comes down. And here we go. Lily for 3. 1, 2, 3. Can still Roast Reveal. All right, we're still in it. Yeah, we're gonna Roast Reveal right here. We need to see a Pokemon Communication or the Ninetales itself. We have a lot of Pokemon Communications left. I know that for sure. Oh no, we got all the triples, but no communication, no Ninetales, so we're not going to be able to take the knockout on a Dedenne into a Dedenne. We're going to have to settle for knocking out the active and kind of hoping our opponent doesn't have that last energy they need for the 3rd jump bluff. Super unfortunate that we're almost able to pull out the comeback off of our opponent's misplay there. But no such luck here in the end, as we're going to take out this jump bluff. If they ever attach a grass energy into play, we do just lose the game. Yeah, that's super unfortunate. Super close there. Needed one of our, we had 2 comms left. I believe they're both in the deck still. I guess I could have set up the Ninetales on my last turn. I didn't expect them to put down another Dedenne. There was really no need for them to put down another Dedenne. And there's the last grass energy. So we are going to be taking the L here in this first game to the Lost March. We kept it super close for a long time, and then our opponent actually gave us a way back into the game there at the end. But not quite good enough. I think we're gonna go for that last ditch play of bring up a Dedenne and then hope it can't retreat. I think we're just gonna go for it and see how it works out here. Probably not gonna work out, but you never know. May as well give it a shot here. Maybe they don't have access to any more energy. Bring up Dedenne and pass. They do have a way to retreat. They do win. Knocking out their active wouldn't do anything because they have another jump left set up ready to go. Man, we were so close that game. So close that last turn. Calm was the next card, actually. Isn't that what we just top deck there? Yeah. If we just gotten that, we'd be able to Ninetales and knock out a Dedenne, and then almost for sure would have been able to go Ninetales, knock out a Dedenne on the following turn. No such luck this time. We take a loss to the Lost March here. Here, gonna open up this Landit because it does have Call for Family. I'm not gonna bench the Vulpix yet, though, actually, because we do have the Communication in hand. We might want to calm that away instead. Mulligan from our opponent. Super nice to see. Give ourselves some more options. It looks like it is a Blacephalon deck. This matchup is super good for us. As long as we're able to set up, which is always kind of the struggle with, even though this is the most consistent out of, what's it called decks that I have played, Fossil decks, there is always kind of a struggle with setting up no matter what with Fossil decks. They're just kind of clunky, a little bit inconsistent. We're going to see what we can do here, though, for sure. In this one, get a card draw. It's an Aerodactyl. Definitely going to probably be setting him back in the deck with the Communication instead. Probably get ourselves a Jirachi and then Call for Family for another Salandit. Actually, we'll probably want the Ditto for sure to more likely guarantee a turn 2 Aerodactyl, which we do want. We just want to start attacking turn 2 with Aerodactyl and attack every turn from there. We got the Lily start as well, which is super great. So it's looking pretty good here so far. It's shaping up pretty well. I expect our opponent to be drawing a prize on the next turn, but from there, hopefully we just be able to keep up and respond with them every turn from there on out, from here on out. That's a perfect top deck in the Unidentified Fossil. Vulpix is coming down, like I said. Calm away the Aerodactyl. We'll do a little bit of prize checking here for Aerodactyl to Jirachi. Definitely want the Salandit here, and then I think we'll probably Call for Family for a Jirachi. I guess they could Custom Catcher up our guy. Maybe we do want the Ditto early on here. Definitely want a Jirachi at some point. Maybe want the Mew eventually. Man, I'm kind of torn on what I want to grab here. Let me take a look through the deck real fast. Looks like we prized one Fire Crystal. We definitely want 2 Salandits. So I think I'm going to confirm, unless I just want the Ditto to flex as it, but I don't think I want that. So I think I'm just going to grab the Salandit now. We definitely want 2 Salandits for sure. And then we'll Lily, depending on what we draw, depends what we'll Call for Family for, I think. Rest of the hand looking pretty good. Welder combo on the next turn to this guy and get him out. I'm gonna go ahead and just Hearth here, get rid of the Lily, get ourselves 2 more fire energy into the hand. We do give it to our opponent, but two potential uses of Hearth is pretty good for us. And then I think I am gonna call for family, grab the Ditto. We don't have a thing in hand yet. Yeah, I think we'll just grab the Ditto here, give ourselves the most possible options on our following turn. And just call for family for the Ditto. All right, we're set up super nice. We got the communication to get Salazzle out next turn. We'll look for another unidentified fossil. Get a Jirachi in play at some point. For sure, definitely want to get a Jirachi in play at some point. Make that a... I guess we'll Welder first, see what that gives us, and then decide what the comp from there. Yeah, definitely want to get a Jirachi in play at some point to get an escape board on it, but we're not too worried about that yet. I guess they maybe are going to hit us with the Naganadel here. That's fine, though. We will respond by knocking out the Naganadel on our turn, even if they want to use the Naganadel to knock out our Salandit. That is 100% fine with me. If they just want to use Naganadel into our Salandit, then maybe Naganadel again on the following turn into our Aerodactyl. That would definitely be fine. So yeah, we'll just kind of let this one play out the way it's going. It seems to be going pretty fine. And then there's 2 Blacephalons in play now that we can chase down with Ninetales to close out for our last 4 prize cards. We can go KO Naganadel, KO Naganadel, KO Blacephalon, KO Blacephalon. Maybe they'll attack with Blacephalon next turn with a Welder or something. We'll find out. But yeah, we're going to start with a Welder to the active because at the very least we want to knock out our opponent's active. I don't think we have any Ultra Beasts in here. Yeah, no Ultra Beasts for us. Just want to make sure. Yeah, Welder to the active. See what we get. 1, 2, 3. Another Welder, another Crystal. Ugh. Could just confirm the prize cards. Yeah, I think we should just draw the prize card here for sure. With the Aerodactyl knockout. Yeah, that sounds fine to me. Our opponent isn't set up to respond to this very well, so yeah, this could be very good for us. We're knocking this out. They don't have an energy on a Blacephalon yet, so currently can't Mind Blown. If they do get the Welder off, that'll change things, obviously, but they have to get that first. They don't have that yet. Triple Fire Crystal in hand is a little clunky, but really not too big of a deal yet. It'll definitely turn into a bigger deal if it stays this way for a while, though. Could end up in some trouble by having all of these fire crystals in our hand. There's the charging up. I wonder if they are just going to turning point us for 80 here. Kind of, nope, there's the double custom. All right, so they're going to chase something down. It is going to be the Vulpix, but that is why it's nice to have the Ditto. It gives us another option to get into the Ninetales, although I don't know if we're going to need it this game as long as we can keep setting up Aerodactyls. I have a feeling we won't need it. We'll see here, though. I would definitely prefer to get down an unidentified fossil and leave the option of the Ninetales on the Ditto for later in the game. So I definitely am hoping that we get an unidentified fossil this next turn, so that way we don't just have to make the Ditto into an Aerodactyl on the following turn, and then we still have the option of Ninetales for later in the game. That's my hope right now. We'll see where it goes. There's the turning point. All right, go Aerodactyl. Nothing else to send up. We got the Jirachi out of the prizes, which is nice to be able to put down. I think we are going to Crystal for 1. And then we will Welder this to the Ditto just in case it does become an Aerodactyl. We're hoping for an unidentified fossil here, like I've been saying, but no fossil. We did get a Salazzle, but unfortunately we have no fire energy to draw cards with, so we can't dig any deeper. So that's it. No more Ninetales for the rest of the game for us. Just going to have to be going off of what we have here. Gonna get this knockout on the Naganadel. The only way to get a knockout this turn is with a Blacephalon or double custom catcher again, but we are giving them Beast Ring, so it's likely they will be able to get into that, get into the Beast, or get into the attack with the Blacephalon here for sure. But as long as we're able to use Aerodactyls every turn from here on out, I think we just win. I guess that Naganadel GX could be hard to get over. That could actually be the thing that kind of stops us. That guy is going to be big. To try and get over. So actually, at the end of the game, they could use this guy to slow us down and just like Venom Shot twice in a row. Which once again, kind of sucks that we won't have access to Ninetales, because otherwise we would just be able to go around that. I guess if they don't find Beast Rings or Welders here, we will be in a very good spot. But yeah, if I had to guess, they'll find something. And it looks like it is going to at least be a Welder. But that's just a Welder for 1 energy, so they're not in a great spot yet. There's a Beast Ring. But even then, if this is all they have, they'd have to get rid of 3 of these energies to actually take a knockout here. They can follow up with a turning point knockout on the following turn, but past that, I think is when it's going to get a little bit scary for our opponent for sure. only finding one B-string on their B-string turn. As long as we stop them from using any more B-strings, we still have to take the knockout on this Blacephalon to prevent B-string usage. But with that little amount of energy coming into play, I'm definitely not scared of this guy sitting up at the end of the game. He's got no energy on him right now, so thankfully I'm not scared of this guy anymore. That's going to be good for us to have to not be scared of this guy anymore. There the energies go, and yeah, it's going to have to be push Ditto and kind of hope to draw into Aerodactyl, but we have a lot of outs to it right now. I'm not too worried about it. There's the top deck Aerodactyl. Makes it that much smoother. Crystal for 3. We will Welder 2 to the active, see what we find. And once again, just kind of build on it from there. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Hearth. I will Hearth away a Jirachi. Definitely want the Lilies just in case our opponent does... What's it called at the end of the game? It does what's it called at the end of the game. Reset Stamp us. Aerodactyl. I think I will draw some cards with Roche Reveal here. Give ourselves some more options. 1, 2, 3. There's the Ninetales. And there's the concession from our opponent. I think we did pretty much have this one locked up at this point. And their B-string turn was not very good at all. So yeah, we're going to be able to knock out that Blacephalon, take away the B-strings for the rest of the game. And I don't think they're going to be able to come back after that. As long as we were able to keep up the Aerodactyls, which I think we were going to be able to. We had the map there for sure. We had plenty of potential to draw cards on the next turn. I think we had that one pretty much wrapped up there. So I don't blame them too much for that concession there. Here we got the map. Great top deck. Get that Fossil. We're going to calm away the Aerodactyl for a Salandit, I think. Yeah, get rid of Aerodactyl. I do want to grab a Salandit here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to grab the Salandit. I'm going to attach to the Fossil, put the Hearth in play, and then play Lily for 7. So super good turn 1 here so far. And we've got a lot of follow-up. I'm going to go ahead and Hearth away. Ooh, actually not sure what I want to Hearth away here. I'm going to Hearth away the Cynthia here. 2 fires. And then I'm going to check with the Stellar Wish first. I don't want to use the Excavation map yet if I don't have to. There's a Calm. That could get me the Ditto. That doesn't work out too well. I think I just want the second Welder in hand for future turns. I don't actually have to use the Excavation map yet either, I guess. I can still hold off on it for a turn, and we can just go ahead and pass over to our opponent. Heads, we're awake. Yeah, so we are set up really well here going into our second turn. We can even just hard retreat our Jirachi if we want to, and we don't actually have to find the escape board. Escape board is great, obviously, but we don't actually have to find escape board here. To get off this turn to attack here. We can just attach to Jirachi. We're going to start probably by Welder to Aerodactyl, begin the turn no matter what, and then kind of build on the turn from there. So if we draw into stuff like an escape board or something like that, then we definitely will take advantage of Stellar Wish, but we don't have to here. We can just kind of chill. We are playing up against another Blacephalon, like I said. Definitely a favorable matchup. Just got to start swinging, and then if we never stop swinging, it's pretty impossible for our opponent to get back into the game. There's a Blacephalon for our opponent. And a third Poipole, so they're setting up pretty well for a turn 1. There's a Heat Factory. I definitely don't mind getting access to that myself. I'll definitely take advantage of that for sure, especially early on here while we have the extra fire energy and haven't started running out of fire crystals just yet. As long as we got everything ready to go and start flowing, then we're in a good spot. So yeah, definitely gonna try and utilize that myself. Yeah, gonna start with a Welder here. To the Fossil, want to draw some cards. 1, 2, 3. There's a Salazzo. We could draw a lot of cards here potentially, but I do want to retreat this Jirachi this turn. So actually, I'm maybe not going to be drawing a lot of cards here. We are going to have the option of the second of the 2 Salazzo on the next turn. Do need to get a Fossil out of the deck this turn with the map. Put him down. Oops, put him down. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to draw as many cards as I wanted, but that's fine. We have the triples, and we have the Crystal to try and abuse that on the following turn. Just going to go with that Fossil Fangs as aggressively as possible. Take this knockout on this Poipole. Yeah, I'm not too worried about setting up another Aerodactyl for the following turn. Another map is great. You can get this guy out of the discard pile and use him next turn. And yeah, the Blacephalon makes its way up here. So yeah, we're in a very good spot here. I'm not even going to probably use Welder next turn. Just going to use the triple. Use the Fire Crystal to probably draw some cards with the Heat Factory and the Roche Reveals. And try and get ourselves into a Vulpix or a Ditto. more fossils, and yeah, just keep going from there. We're in a great spot for this matchup, so we just need to make sure we attack every turn, and then that's basically it. We don't really have to do anything besides attack every turn. If we're attacking every turn, we're probably winning the game in this matchup. Another Blacephalon makes its way down. Oh no, that's the Heatran. Ooh, we can't actually one-shot Heatran. That'll make things interesting, actually. Yeah, Heatran, we can't actually one-shot. So we either want to attack around it, or have to two-shot it potentially. Yeah, ideally we want to attack around it and not have to worry about it. But yeah, the Heatran is definitely going to be annoying to deal with. So will potentially the AzulGG. That guy almost came up in our last game. There's another Blacephalon though. If they bench that, we're definitely going to look to just go knock out Blacephalon and then Ninetales chase Blacephalon plus an Ganondorf. Not quite there yet. Oh, they're getting rid of the Blacephalon. Yeah, so the Heatrans are definitely going to be annoying to deal with. Yeah, I don't have much else to say besides that. They're going to be annoying. Definitely have to deal with them though, so we're going to do our best. Looks like it's going to be the Mind Blown. Probably just get rid of probably 3 off the active if I had to guess. There's 3 fire in the discard pile, so they don't want to run out of energy in general. So if I had to guess, I would say 3 off the active are leaving here, but it could be 2 off the active, 1 off the bench guy. Oh, they are going to let themselves lose another energy here. Interesting choice. I would have done 3 off the active there personally, but it's not too bad either way. So, all right, no more what's it called? Heat Factory. That's fine. Just gonna go with the Roche Reveals. Want to find an Aerodactyl. Don't want to use the Lure Ball yet if we don't have to. So if we find an Aerodactyl like that one, it's that much better potentially. Ditto could come down. I kind of want to combo Ditto. Well, get another fossil down. All right, let's go with the Fire Crystal here. I think I just do want to Roast Reveal again. Yeah, I think I want to Roast Reveal again and draw some more cards. That's our first Fire Crystal, so we still have plenty of fire energy left, especially when we can rely on the triples pretty frequently. It's not really that big of a deal. 3 more cards. Yeah, gonna grab ourselves back. Discard pile. Want this guy. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the Ditto in play, because it does give us the option of the Ninetales potentially next turn. It doesn't look like we'd want to be using it, but better safe than sorry, so may as well give ourselves the option of it. And then yeah, Sonic Fangs, or Fossil Fangs, not Sonic Fangs. I don't know where I'm getting Sonic Fangs. Fossil Fangs for the knockout. We're currently 3 attacks away from winning the game. There's the Ninetales off the prizes. I didn't know it was prized, but now we do have them, so we can go hit Heatran, and then bring Heatran up, knock it out, and then bring up, or we can do the same thing with this guy as well. Hit him, and then hit him again. Maybe I didn't want to bench the Ditto this turn just because now our opponent can snipe the Ditto, so that makes it a little bit annoying with them knocking out our Ditto and then shutting us off from the Ninetales. But if they end up retreating to Heatran and putting all the energy on Heatran, we'll be fine either way. We'll see where all the energy goes here. But yeah, them sniping my Ditto actually is pretty annoying. So I could have just like not benched Ditto, because I don't need Ninetales until the turn after anyways. So I didn't need to bench Ditto this turn. Definitely did not need to bench it this turn. Could have waited a turn. There's another Poipole coming down. Looks like they're probably going to be hitting us with Heatran here. A Welder as well, so double Beast Ring, Welder. They still have a charging up to use as well. So they have pretty much everything, or as much energy as they could possibly need, it feels like, in play right now. So I expect our Aerodactyl will be going down to the Heatran this next turn. And I think I'm going to set up for attack with Aerodactyl plus put down the Vulpix. And then my game plan is going to be hit this Heatran with the Aerodactyl with the triple acceleration energy, and then actually Salazzle with Welder to knock it out on the following turn with Ninetales. I think that's what I want to go for, and then on that turn we'll bench down some more fossils. And then we need to take a knockout on that Naganadel to close out the game. Actually, would I be able to get down too far? I guess I wouldn't for sure. Oh, there's a Wobbuffet shutting off our Ditto. That is going to be super annoying. Okay, that puts us in quite a spot there. That actually becomes super annoying. Shutting off our Ditto potential there. Uh-oh. That makes things a little bit scary. So we can hit this guy for 180. But yeah, that actually makes things super scary. We'll see how it goes from here. Yeah, the Wobbuffet going to be a big deal here. Let's see. I don't really want to give them Heat Factory or Hearth if I don't have to. Could start with just drawing some cards with the Roast Reveal. Actually, I think that is how I want to start here. 1, 2, 3. Getting a little bit close to decking out. Not too scary yet. I think I'm going to draw cards again here. We have a crystal in hand if we need to recover. Oh man, we don't have another fossil yet. We need another fossil. So let's go with, this guy has to come out to the active here. I'm gonna fire crystal here. Triple goes here. Fire crystal for 3. I'm gonna welder 1 to a Salazzle. 1, 2, 3. No fossils, so still no fossils. So now we're gonna commit to the game plan of Ninetales next turn. We're gonna calm away a Jirachi, get ourselves the Vulpix, and then we're gonna Fossil Fangs this guy for 180. Not quite a knockout. We're so close, but not quite there. And then we're gonna look to use the Combustion to knock out the Heatran on the following turn with Ninetales. That's going to be our game plan, and then look to use Aerodactyl to KO something else off our opponent's side of the field on the following turn. So the Wobbuffet doing a ton of work here, shutting off our Ditto, blocking us out of Ninetales this turn, or the potential of the double Ninetales on the following turn is actually the big thing. Knocking us out of Ninetales this turn actually isn't that big of a deal. The potential double Ninetales on the following turn is the big deal here. And yeah, there's nothing really we can do about it. We're just locked out. Wobbuffet doing work here for sure for our opponent, and there's nothing we can do about it. We're hoping they don't have double custom catcher here, KO our Vulpix. But even if they do have that, it would be interesting to see how they're going to be taking the knockout, because it's still possible they run out of ways to take knockouts at this point. We'll see. They could still possibly run out of ways to take knockouts, yeah. So that's what we're looking for here, is if they do have that play, they also need like ways to continuously take knockouts. So they would knock out the Vulpix. How would they be knocking it out? What are they losing for that potential knockout? If it is like the Naganadel, like if they retreat and then brought up the Vulpix and knocked it out with Naganadel, I think I would be fine with that. And then Heatran wouldn't be a threat anymore. They would be down to the 3 prize turn, so the other guy's turning point would be able to knock out another Aerodactyl on the following turn. But how are they ever getting energy to something like this or anything at that point? I don't think they would be able to. Maybe they'd be able to, but it doesn't look like it. We'll have to wait and see what else they potentially have to set up here. There's the Beast Energy. That doesn't really make a big difference. It doesn't mean they can knock out our Salazzle with what's it called, but it looks like it's just going to be the turning point for 80 here. Nope, there's the double custom. So that's what I was afraid of. The double custom on the Vulpix. Knocking out our Vulpix. So now we no longer have ways to gust stuff up. But once again, it might not matter if they just can't get enough energy in play. We have plenty of energy to keep attacking with Aerodactyls. As long as we get some more fossils. There's a fossil. That's exactly what we needed. I think I'm going to go ahead and do one of the welders right now to the active. 1, 2, 3. Attach. And then I'm going to check here. 1 fossil left. We have 3 fossils total remaining. Plenty of lure balls. Unfortunately, not going to be able to use Ninetales this game. That does kind of stink. But there we go. Fossil Fangs knock out this Naganadel. They are on their 3 prize turn, so they can knock out this Aerodactyl with this Naganadel. But then it's coming up. Can they get another prize after that? Let's see what they're down as far as other stuff goes. They're down 2 Welder, 8 Fire in the discard pile. So getting Fire Energy on this or the Heatran could definitely be the struggle for our opponent, and could definitely be what actually ends up allowing us to win the game. But if they are able to get the energy on the Heatran or the Naganadel, we will just lose. Because we won't be able to win the game before they do. I think they'll draw a prize here. They have Burst GX as well. But they're only going down. They're going to go down to 2 prizes here. So they need 2 ways to draw prizes, actually. So yeah, they're not quite there, actually. They can pull off this turning point knockout. Burst GX can get them another prize, but they need to come up with another prize besides that. So if they can come up with that, then they've got us. But I don't quite see how they're going to get there yet. I think they have enough energy left. They have 7 in the discard pile. There's a Psychic to the Heatran. So when the Heatran... no, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We can definitely attack 2 more times in a row. So that's all we need to worry about. Go Fossil. We need to get our last Fossil here. That is not it. So we need to draw into the Fossil here. Let's see. Can start with a Roche Reveal. Don't want to use my Welder here if I don't have to, but we'll see. Roche Reveal away in energy. 2, 3. Neither of those are the Fossil. Could Welder... Could Roche Reveal again. I think we can Roche Reveal one more time here. We do have 2 comms, so we can always comm to make our deck a little bit bigger at the end of the game. Still no Fossil. That is super unfortunate. So it's going to have to be Welder to the active here. And yeah, it's going to have to be Welder to the active here, and then comm Pokemon back into the deck to give ourselves a chance to do this one. So it is going to have to be, there it is, like the last card in the deck. Fossil comes down. Aerodactyl to the active. Attach triple acceleration energy. Calm away. Jirachi to the deck. Oh no, we don't want to grab anything. Leave him there. And then Fossil Fangs to hit for 180 here. Not quite enough to win the game. We're getting close though. We have plenty of lure balls in the hand, so that's super unfortunate the way that one played out. I guess I could have sent up the Jirachi, knowing that I would probably be able to find the escape board for sure. Actually, I knew for sure I'd be able to find the escape board, so I should have sent up Jirachi there, knowing I'd be able to find the escape board. And then he can get me the Fossil, and I don't have to dig quite as deep as I did there. So definitely a mistake on my part there at the end, actually. And unfortunately, our Cynthia is gone. I could have tried to hold on to that earlier in the game as well. That would have been nice to hold on to. But yeah, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here at the end. The Ganadel, 210 HP. We have 1 prize left. There's a double custom catcher from our opponent, bringing up our Ditto and pass. That actually might stick us here. No, we have the escape boards, so I can go escape board to the active, and then we can go fire to Salazzle. Oh, if it lets me. Retreat to the Salazzle. I'm going to... Don't want to give my opponent Giant Hearth. We're going to go calm again, get rid of this. Oh, wait, we have Mew. We had Mew the whole time. I forgot. Mew, we could use Mew to snipe Heatran. All right, so I've messed up here. Could definitely use Mew to snipe Heatran. We can do that next turn, actually. I'm trying to think about the best way to set ourselves up for that. Completely forgot about Mew sniping Heatran here. That was a big mistake on my part. I can check my opponent's discard pile here. Think of anything else I need to be afraid of. Possibly Reset Stamp. So I kind of want to go with Fire Crystal for 3 fire. They're out of stamps. Beast Energy is gone, I believe, as well. So is their Psychic. So I'm going to use this, discard him. I'm going to bench the Mew, put a Heat Factory in play, keep the escape board. No, we can put the escape board in play because they're out of customs. And then combustion. I completely forgot about Mew being a potential attacker there. We could have definitely just knocked our opponent's Heatran out with Mew last turn. Some reason I was fully caught up with thinking we had to get through this Naganadel GX, but we don't. We could have just attacked them with the Mew, but we should have the game locked up here no matter what anyways. Double Communications keeping us in it. There's an Ultra Conversion plus Giant Hearth use from our opponent, and despite my mistakes, I think we are just going to be able to pull it out here just at the end with either Fossil Fangs knocking out the active Naganadel GX or the Psi Power from the Mew knocking out the Heatran GX. We'll see what our opponent has. There is the pass. So yeah, we're definitely going to hit him with the Fossil Fangs to close this one out. I had the attack with the Mew the whole time. Completely didn't notice it, but we still get the dub here anyways over the second Blacephalon deck, and that's going to do it for this video on the Aerodactyl Welder Fire deck, whatever you want to call it. Definitely the best way that I have found to play fossils. Not even close. All the other fossil decks I have played have sucked. So if you want to play a fossil deck, this is what I would recommend. Check it out. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, give it a like, join the content. Be sure to subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.